moon. The moon, chemtrails, X, there's the sun. Right. Oh, yeah. Right, make it work. Yeah, no. I guess I'm here already. Good morning. Check it out. There's the moon out, sun top of the sun. Where are you from? I don't know yet. Very cool. I'm in the state of Missouri. Going for a walk. Hope you're having a good day. It's supposed to be 80, 79 degrees today here in the rain. I know. Thanks for the spot. A few hours for rain. Right next to I-44. Third round. They're doing COVID testing. Took the flag down. I don't know why. Well, you're the only one here. Let's take a field goal. I do all the time. I boost balls. It went through it. I wasn't a field goal. That was a sock. I thought that was it. Mushroom. Chicken McNugget. Stuffed toy. Plastic everywhere. What's up, Mike? How you doing, brother? Here. Crazy skies, ain't it? I know you've been having them. We got the moon out there in the sun. Here you're up closer together than you usually are. It's been spraying, but everybody pushed it along. Go up. Gonna walk for a couple hours. It's supposed to rain here a little bit. 70% chance. About 3 hours. There's 10% right now. It's gonna be 80 though. 79, 80. Trying to wake up, I heard you, bro. You know me, I did sleep. Kind of got bowed up last night. The moderator rented for a reason. You know, somebody come in with that weird name, and you can see they're writing one word at a time, trying to sneak in. They were getting ready to say something. I had to block them from being on the panel. So I just named Chinese. What's up, Richard Borba? How was your morning? I know. Katina, Park Blue. Katrina, right? Yeah, it's warm, but it rains about every day for a little while. It's spraying. Weird one though. I'm going to a different place today. Grass. Not good. Well, it rain. I'm surprised they even did that. They'll start fixing it up right before the fair. Give me an X. X. That's the second one. Pretty cool. I think I've been outside a lot. I don't know if it's a chemtrail or something. They can hack up a lot of clear shit. You don't understand my body. Oh, the birds been crazy lately. Hear 'em? Happy, happy. It's Monday. Yeehaw. Monday, Monday. Ozark Empire Fair. August. Into August. It's for 10 days. In August, 1st September. I've lived across the street for 3 years. Haven't went once. I did when I was a kid. I worked there too. So, matter of fact, let's go somewhere else. We go to Dolan Park. There's a place called Glass Hill. It's about in it's all used to be way north of town. So it's an old landfill called Glass Hill because this whole hill is glass. And all this rain we've had, really cool old bottom. Yep. Bible College, no longer. Man, used to be fine ladies, very dressed. Used to do all the vending there 20 years ago, 25, 30. It's really trained missionaries. Pretty much. It was all separated. And I'd have to go in there and say man on deck, man on the floor. But it took so long to fill up the vending machines that girls would come in that weren't there when I yelled it. I'd be sitting there filling up the candy machines. Here comes all these girls walking to the shower in or out naked. They're like, whoop. They're like, pretty crazy. That used to be something. It's booming. It's there for 100 years. First Bible college ever seen go out of business. It was actually a training. No Bible. People are about to rain. Going to Dolan Park. It used to be gigantic. Back in the day, it had a little log ride, and cave, bumper cars, skating rink. I looked up. It was big. People from all over the United States to go there. Back in the day, it was big. Very big. Big about it. I did that. So park. Real quick. Pretty muggy today. I know it's been like Oh, it's rain. We usually walk a dry creek bed. Freaking Legos everywhere. Hope you guys having good weather. Yum, yum. Coming back, yum, yum. My son used to live in Louisville when he got last time. The hospital mom did. Michael Jackson lost his gun. Red river, yellow river. Oh, mower. You know, turn. Let's see, kick ass. Yeah, I just chat amongst yourselves. I can't look at it. You know, kick that out. Fucking, don't own it. They're just mowing it. Go around and try to get the oh, yeah, all right. Look at that. That's ready. I'll go through here and go around. I'll keep making good money mowing. All the grain we had, job cookie. Hey, that's pretty good. Good people. I had John Deere. I didn't wear. I just had shorts on. No shoes or nothing. So, oh, wait. Up in the mower. What's this? Some change right there. Wet. The shoe is thick. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Cardinal. Look it. Oh, yeah. Who's here? What's up, Joe? Joe in the house. Frack. Bebop, bebop. Look how wet this dew is. Looking for the bolt gun. Right on, folks. So the Cardinals over there. Here's the mower going, can you? Get this. Come on down. I'm gonna walk for a while. And take you looking for artifacts. You're gonna come up and talk to me when I'm walking. I see shit like that up there. You know what I mean? Just finding a dead body. Shit like that freaks me out. Sleeping back. Oh, that's one of his staying here. It grew up fast. Slicker and shit easily. You know, it's rain. I remember when mosquitoes would be just like eating you alive right now. What the hell was that? Oh. Yeah, I usually gotta walk up through here though. Otherwise, got this is the way the crow flies. The other way, like take all day. Yeah. Yeah. That's the black. Out. Yeah, shit, I did. We have to get a plan. Okay. Yeah, I can go through there. That's fog. Yeah, I go with that. I know that's gonna. Come this way. Yeah, stand back and kiss. Right. Oh, it's cool right in here. All this evaporate water. So good. Damn good. He's damn good at it too. Can't be the geek off the street, you know what I mean? Gotta keep it cute. Regulators! I don't know. Cool. Orange juice. We skip the S guys and the LBC on the mission trying to find with the orange juice. We got the humanity. They got the facts. I mean, I think that back here is the only place. This way I can go underneath the interstate. I think about it. They need to go over it or under it. They about to go down here. We get the nails. They're doing 70. I mean, by the interstate. Oh, damn sure. Yeah. Buckingham. Yeah. What if I think it's against the law to cross it? When I find out, they're definitely going to walk over back around. So we need some blind. That's right, eh? Yeah, I will. Let's go that way. Right? I might find other side. Never walked before. Walk down there, David. Some man you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week. That's the way he was. I don't need your silver. Howie. Yeah. Oh, nice. Go find a big stack of tack right through that. Robbing the bank. Keep grinning. Yeah, my shadow. Rolling down the Cincinnati. Round. Like those guys on a digger, so I need to keep them rounded. Well, always car park. Mechanic get out here. What? pine tree, maybe. Can't believe it's still there. Easy. That's not too bad. Cool. Serpentine. I'm sweating. Muddy. Hey, Serpentine. Yeah. Woo! The can is hot tonight. Whoa! So hot tonight. Where will it be tomorrow? Well, can't change your plan. It works. I'm a reverse people. Yeah, thick. That's all. That's it. Thank you. That's all. There's a deer. Deer over here. That's big too. Hey, friends. Daniel. Like down south. Pine tree. Yeah. You see it. We've had rain. Look out. It's strong. Exponential. What's up, folks? What's up, bartender? Maggie? Right on. Woo! Oh, funny. Sorry. What's up, Bogan? Back here. Look at this grass grew fast.
Hey.
Look at them folks. Been walking in the grass.
Well, think your morel season's over now.
Oh, yeah. Those ones I found, that last one the other day, those were one old ones, so I kind of figured that they're done.
Yeah.
It always, the weather fucks it up every year here.
I think the same thing just happened here.
Oh, this fucking shit, I know that. Ever since the Corona Bona, they don't take care of nothing like they used to.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Let trash go and people's yards are full of shit. They don't care anymore.
Yep, that's the same thing going on around here.
There's some window tint. You never know. Homeless people stashing cool shit sometimes.
That looked like a pretty decent sleeping bag here.
Oh, they're off. I mean, almost everything that you see is in good shape. It's not that old. There's tents in the woods. You know, about everything. Because people, homeless people come and go, and they leave your shit behind. You know.
Yeah.
They just leave it for the next person. But you'll never know what you're gonna find in the woods. Never.
Boy, the woods up behind the house is leafing out and starting to get dark again.
What's the weather like today?
It's raining right now. It's been raining
It's supposed to rain here a little bit, but it's muggy as shit.
What time did it start raining yesterday, babe? About 1 in the morning?
No, midnight.
About midnight it started raining yesterday and has been ever
Still raining?
since. Yeah.
Yeah. It was raining all the way from Texas to Canada the other day.
Hey, Heidi. She just came in the shop.
But,
Right back. I'm gonna feed this to my chickens. Jumbo.
oh, I was getting out of this wet shit.
I'm gonna put my shoes on. Take a walk.
At least my boots are waterproof. You look at them. I don't even know why I wore pants today. I thought it was colder. But Now we're walking under the interstate. Them big bridges, huh?
Yeah.
You know, every lottery ticket I picked up, except one, was a winner. I'm out walking.
Oh, you found some win. You know, I used
Every
to
one of them's been a winner except one. I found.
when I was
Don't make sense. I don't think they know how to play.
16, I worked at a gas station as a mechanic. There's an old drunk that owned that gas station. And he sat in there drunk as hell doing little scratch offs. And we'd go back through them, and hell, he missed about half his winners.
Yeah, I know. People don't know how to play them.
Well, he'd get so drunk. He was an old college. He was an old college professor.
Oh, fuck. It's hard
Wasn't
to
like
get
he
them
was-
bottom if they're drunk. Right, they're never getting them.
Yeah, he didn't even know what he was doing. What was the matter with him?
Yeah, I had a backpack. It's twice far now to go there where I was going. Just walking in the water, my feet are wet anyway. I heard the Blue Jays are yelling. They're like Buzzy Chino. Buzz Pest Control. Oh. You can see the houses here. A bit older, like rock houses. Old school.
Jeez, you're on my
That interstate is so freaking loud.
property of carrying on all the time.
Yeah, you can hear it. Whenever you don't make noise, that's when you got to worry because there ain't no food being taken away.
Yeah, that's how I knew that fox was down there in the driveway. I was sitting there. Well, the first thing I saw our dog stand up and look towards the door. And then I noticed it was just dead quiet outside. All them birds had quit singing and everything. And I jumped up and run up to the door, and that fox.
Lose your volume?
I'm getting too far away from it.
Yeah, it's slow. They're saying your kids are slow?
Yeah.
Don't run over my kids. That must change. I like that, yeah. Okay, right there. These things.
I got a dandelion growing up in the woods. It's like 20 inches tall.
Oh, I know. Looks like it grew fast while it was raining. It get hot too.
Yeah. Boy, this is. I'd say the.
It's really loud over here. I would not want to live right over here. I'm lucky up there on that. The rooms are plaster, not sheetrock. So it helps hide, you know.
Yeah.
I can pop back up to where I was on the other side.
Here's where me and the old lady's been making our new fence posts.
Oh, yeah. You know, all I got to do is go get insurance and tag my truck, and I could be driving right now, but I haven't driven 2 years. I'm kind of just, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I hope you make it this way.
Oh, don't worry, I'm leaving.
Oh, you're going to take off pretty soon?
I may just like leave all that shit there and go. I don't know yet. I start over every time. I don't care.
Oh, you're actually moving on.
Yeah. I got to get
Oh,
away.
okay.
I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you can stay there, brother. I really don't, being an old country boy and loving to be in the woods and shit. Because, man, when I was,
And you
I
know,
didn't
the
think
worst,
about that.
here's the worst part. Hey, my roommate, my ex-wife married her brother.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and
He sounds like, I mean, I don't know
he's a
him,
prick.
but he sounds like,
He's a prick.
he sounds like an, yeah, that's what I was getting ready to say. He sounds like an asshole, man, because
He is, dude.
he's just you.
He's a pedophile too.
What?
Yeah,
Dude, I'm telling you.
yeah. My
what,
ex-wife
man,
buried him. I could tell you, I just don't want to talk about it. I mean, it's horrible.
Oh, motherfucker, man.
He's also a
I
snitch
couldn't
too.
do
He's also a snitch.
that. There ain't nothing.
I know.
I'm gonna be.
Two worst thing in the world you could be. He's both of them.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
horrible.
shit. That was something I didn't think about, and I went in the Marine Corps, man, just being in them barracks and shit, and not being able to get out, go and be free like I was used to, and that was hard on me in there, man, being all cooped up in them barracks all the time, being around all them people.
Yeah, that's why I pretty much say to myself, I can't handle ignorance anymore.
Yeah, that was something me and the old lady rode the motorcycle yesterday for about 4 hours, and hell, you gotta dodge people nowadays.
Yeah, it don't matter how good you are driving anything, it's the idiots around you.
Oh my God, dude, I stay away from them.
Everybody I know that got killed on a motorcycle was an expert at it, but it didn't matter.
Hey, I got took out on a brand new Harley in 2007. Well, that bike right there's the one that replaced it. But in 2007, I went and bought a brand new Ultra Classic. And 29 days after I bought that, a boy pulled out in front of me at a high school and totaled it and me.
Oh, man.
And
that happened to them on a Harley, too. They pulled out from a truck.
Yeah. And,
hey, this right here, it's called Doling Park. And it used to be a giant park. You can look it up. And I mean, they had all kinds of rides. People would come here from all over the world, in the United States. But there's a cave over here on the right. This pond, this lake's been here since like over 100 years. Well, I mean, I'm sure it was there when they built this park. They just put concrete around it. Well, once a year, they stock this pond with those great big old hybrid perch, some pink ones, Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, they stock it once a year and they let people fish in it. And when my kids were little, I came up here and no one was catching anything. And I couldn't even fish. My kids were slaying them. I couldn't even, keep up. And then finally, this black dude come over and he goes, "What are you using for bait?" I'm like, "Cricket." And he got crickets and he starts slaying them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Crickets.
Yeah.
You either catch a fish or you lose your bait with a cricket.
Yeah, you can't keep them on the hook.
You know what the best bait is? Is when see the sidewalk where I go fishing at, they part of the Pony Express went through there. So they had trails like this. And if you after it rains, you go there in the morning and there'll be worms all over these trails, and they're like freeze dried. You can't like put them on the hook, and I could catch like 100 perch with that one worm. It won't come off the hook. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what that is?
Yeah, we get.
What's that right there?
You talking about them night crawlers that come up when it's raining?
Yeah.
Around the sidewalk, yeah.
Yeah, this is right here. You can't see it here. Can you see that? That's watercress. You can eat that.
Yeah.
Put it in salad. I used to put that in with lettuce and wilt it with bacon grease. Oh, onions, radishes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
what
right
here. It's
fix
cool.
collard greens like that too.
Yeah, I like that summer salad. And put all that shit in vinegar.
We got a sick goat.
The birds been rowdy lately, haven't they?
Yeah.
I mean, they usually don't go, that long in the morning. Usually just when it's getting sunrise. There's a cave back there on the other side. You can see up there, there's an old part of an old building up there. So that's it standing.
Still some of it left.
Yeah, there's some turtles there. Bunch of them.
Me and the old lady was riding around on that motorcycle yesterday and looking at all the empty houses, empty apartment buildings, abandoned shopping malls and stuff.
Yeah.
And I drove semi-truck.
I think I'm turtles and red spiders,
Well, there's an old boy. He's just saying that the population's been decreasing, that they hide it from us.
I believe
And
it.
you get the brother, where in the hell's all these empty buildings coming from, man? And where's the people at that used to be in them?
People are either living in an apartment or they're homeless.
God, there's something because those abandoned, the abandoned shopping malls that's in southern Ohio, I can speak of, and like West Virginia and Kentucky, like this little Appalachia area right here. I'm talking about them whole malls are empty. And there's an old boy. He's on the YouTube, and he goes and explores them things, and the lights are still on and music playing and shit in them, and stores just all empty. It's like
Yeah, bluegill.
being in an apocalyptic movie or something.
I've seen that shit on
And it's
YouTube.
all over.
Like abandoned mansions and shit with stuff still in them. Look at them.
Yeah. There's
like cars in the garage and shit, right?
Yeah, you ever see that abandoned mansion that Pink Floyd used to own, the band? Over
Then
there
I
in
saw Burt Reynolds' old mansion too, in Florida.
Yeah, there's still art on the walls and shit in them places.
Oh no!
That's worth a lot of
But
money.
you know,
It's
you can only take so much with you where you put it all. You know.
oh shit! I never seen, and like I said,
It's like that all over the United States. You know what I mean? Everywhere.
yeah, you divide the world's wealth up
I can't remember
evenly
where
with
it was.
everybody.
Yeah, they had these big houses, and people got in there and stole all the copper. So they just tore $1 million houses. They just bulldozed them down. There's an empty lot there now.
Yeah,
Because it cost too much to put all that copper back in there and rewire everything after the
yeah,
fact.
you got to refinish. The whole.
Because you just cut the wires and pull them through. You know what I mean? I'm sure you've done it before.
I've never taken any out. I've done construction. I tore houses down before, but we never recovered the stuff back when I was doing
But back
it.
then, it probably
valuable
wasn't
enough.
worth that much.
No, it wasn't.
Part of the top one. Yeah, a lot of people, when you had that economy went to shit, people were taking all the copper out of every house around,
Yeah, it happened around here. You can still find
If they didn't resell it within a month or two, it didn't sell because no one's gonna buy it. Like, I like all this rain. It washed up all these.
That's when we always used to go airhead hunting in the spring after the dip or
Yeah,
plow
plowed field.
and wait until it rained, and they just be laying out there.
Well, me and my buddy, we always went to plowed fields at night when the ones that you're not supposed to go on during the day. And you can see them with a flashlight. They stick out in that black soil at night. I remember one night I was spotted down because there's a lot of traffic. I don't know why. And I heard something. There's a red fox sitting with like 3 feet and he was looking at me. That's an old tree. That's a sycamore. Look at that sucker. That's huge, did it?
Yeah, I've been out coyote hunting before with a game call going and had to turn the light on and the red fox be about a foot away from my speakers.
They're like, yeah, straight that tree is. It's like a telephone pole.
There's a reason why they call them slides of fox. Them things they can sneak up on you.
Yeah, they're pretty quiet.
They'll
That's
stay in the
sycamore.
lowest spots.
I always like sycamore trees, do you?
They're my favorite too, man. I was down there in that park that we was at yesterday or the day before yesterday with the grand youngins. It's got about one of the biggest sycamore trees I've ever seen there.
And they look good down by the river. They're all white and they're tough too. You don't ever see them knocked over from a storm or anything.
They ain't worth a shit for firewood.
No. Pine. Burns too fast. So we got oak everywhere.
Yeah, it's like trying to find.
Oak's the best.
I like that honey locust.
Well,
Everybody always
hedge
leaves them
apple
things.
burns the longest. It's tough.
Yeah, hedge apple
Burns
burns
hot,
like
too.
cold.
Yeah. I used to come here on Sundays and play basketball. They'd let you come up here and play.
Yeah.
We'd have, they'd have like probably 100 people in there and you'd play the winner of each game, each team.
Yeah, that's all gone too. That's something when I was growing up, you could go up to the old schoolhouse, that little village I grew up in, and they was up there playing softball or basketball. You could always
Hey,
get in a softball or
I
basketball
went to school
game.
early when I was a kid and played basketball before school.
Yeah, our gymnasium used to be open in the mornings, during lunch, and after school.
Then they got one of those, we built a new high school and they poured that new rubber ass floor for a while in there, that rubber shit.
Yeah.
but people were twisting their knees and everything else.
Yeah, that shit sucked. We had that too.
Man, yeah, I hated it.
Yeah, it was old skin colored rubber.
Yeah, and they did it so you could have dances on it too, and the coach wouldn't let anybody even walk on it hardly.
Yeah, that's what, after we got that rubber floor, they protected that like it. You couldn't hardly use it. They wouldn't let us. We used to play floor hockey or hockey with them whipple balls.
Yeah.
Well, I can't remember what the hell they called that.
Coach Jules.
But
They're popping up Coach Jules.
we wasn't allowed to do that anymore. They's afraid you'd nick that floor.
This right here. It's used to be a salvage yard. It's full of cars down in there. I mean, like tons of everywhere. Yeah, it used to be the landfill too, I think.
Yeah, before scrap got valuable, people used to take old cars. They had a ditch or something, or a creek, and they put them there to keep it from washing their property out. They used
Yeah,
to be
hell, when I was
everywhere.
young, there was an old car in every river I ever went to. There's no car in it, wasn't there?
Yeah. Well, they used to catfish would lay in them when they was in the water.
Oh, yeah. Pretty good walk.
Hey, Matt, man.
Hey, what's up, Matt? You spit it in the stink. Yeah, my buddy just brought me here last year. I didn't even know about Glass Hill. He grew up on the side of town. The guy works down the road and brings me food sometimes.
What
I
kind
always
of truck?
traded out, you know. I always smoked. I got a 97 Ford.
What's it? What motors it got in it?
Yeah, that 4-point, whatever Triton, V8. So I got
It's a
120,000 on it. So I got 120,000 on it. It's a 97.
Oh, it's still.
I'm only the third owner, and it was in the family.
You said water pumps. What was the matter with it? Or the
No,
thermostat?
yeah, it's already fixed. And you can't even hear it run, dude. I'm serious. You can't even hear it run. It's so quiet. And after sitting there all winter for 2 winters, when I started it up, it didn't even tap or nothing after sitting there without starting it all winter.
Huh?
So, you know, almost every car will do that if it sits long enough until it picks oil up.
Yeah.
It just sounds
Well,
like
some of them new oil filters has got a check valve in them that don't let the oil drain down as quick as it used to.
This is Glass Hill. Look at this. This is the beginning of it. Look at all this glass. But I mean, see, like right here, you go like that. Look at the old bottle just sitting there. Look, that one's broke, but the shit is everywhere up here. I mean, I found. And
Just an old dump.
This used to be the landfill, but this is where they put all the glass for some reason. But there's no telling what you'll find. My buddy, see, like right here. I've dug right here before. Look at it. See, look. It's old shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, sometimes there's good stuff like laying around on top. There's no Coke bottle. That's what Springfield, Missouri. See, it's made here. So you know, if you meant to bring a fucking digger, but if you have a digger, you can just go down a little ways and everything's not broke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was digging on the backside. I usually clear it out on a hill. That when it rains, you know, wash it up. Growing up, a lot. Hills were up like that. This whole hill is glass. See, look at these thorns. Look at that shit. Huh?
Yeah.
Look at that. That will fuck up your world.
Now
It
what?
hurts like a brick.
That's not multiflora rose. That's a.
No, that's just a fucking vine from hell. Look at
That's just what we call sticker bushes right there.
Oh, yeah. It's horrible, dude.
That multiflora rose is bad enough, man.
Well, there's like 1,000
multiflora rose
fucking
and
thorns
thorns
in one
take a
inch.
long
Yeah.
way. Them's like a bunch of fish hooks all over the shit, man. Them damn multiflora rose because they face the wrong way. They dig into you the harder you pull.
Blackberries are the worst, though. Blackberries will fuck you
Yeah.
up.
We got blackberries and raspberries up here.
Well, we got blackberries. You know, they break off in you, and they fucking have to work their way back out. I think,
Yeah,
no,
they
this shit's
they
grown up.
faster up.
Now, this stuff was even here last time I was here, but it's been a minute. Let's go around. He's buying. Oh, look at that. See?
Yep, that stuff's thick.
Yeah, and it hurts bad. Like I don't know what. It just shits on the end of it, you know, and it hurts. It turns red. Festers.
Yeah, it's real.
There's
real
blackberries
woody
right there,
rind,
look.
too.
Look, there's blackberries right there.
Yep.
And you know how they come up the first year and don't get berries, and they got those white fucking thorns. They're horrible.
Yeah. They won't produce until the second year when they lose them thorns.
Yeah. It's just kind of like what is it?
Strawberries.
Yeah, but that one flowering. Look at that. This is a military base here. Look, all these look, Army. They all say Army, official Army department.
Huh.
Oh, what am I thinking of? It's real smelly. Shit. I'll think of it in a minute. You know, they bloom and they smell really good, but it takes 7 years for them to bloom. Lilac.
Oh.
See, that's wild roses. That's all thorns.
Yeah, that's that Moliflora rose. That's what we call them, wild rose and Moliflora rose.
There's look at these red honeysuckles. Look at this. Is that killer?
Mm-hmm.
That. That's
Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah, man, that's something else.
I've only seen one other one that's out there where I go. These are big too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something 7 years and they're going to tear it all out of there, ain't they?
Oh, that other, yeah, they're going to. They already started. There was homeless people living back here not too long ago. They're back here.
Hey, is Matt Man backstage?
Yep. Thanks for telling me. That's why I like having somebody up here.
I just now read the chat, man. I'm sorry. I wasn't reading the chat.
Okay.
Hey, how's it
There
going,
he
weirdo?
Fucking
Hey,
sweating my ass
Fine to
off.
talk to.
Sweating like a whore
Hey.
on nickel day.
Me too. I'm out here sweating on fucking a horror Nick day too.
Look at that shopping. You can't look at that shopping cart right there. Can't really see it.
Yeah,
No,
man,
no.
got a hammer on the wall, so it looks like he's doing something.
Hey, when I built limousines, this guy that did all the undercarriage, he did the drive shaft and all that. He would get a zip tie and zip tie his hands above the drive shaft and sleep underneath the car. It looked like he was working. When you looked under there and get his hands rubbed. Lazy motherfucker.
You know, people
We got-
work 3 hours to get out a half-hour work.
Fucking rain today.
Yeah, I worked places when it was slow. They'd let you just sit there and do nothing. I'd say I'm leaving. Goodbye. I can never do that. I just
Man,
go home.
And it ends up being
Takes
walk
too
around
long.
the yard day and try to find something that's out of place and tidy it up and shit. Oh,
Yeah.
What a money.
These are Phillies.
Oh,
Used to be.
I got a phone number or call real quick.
Man, this shit grew up fast. That's old hedge apple. Hell, I haven't even back in here. Not this far.
I always wanted to make a gun stock out of that hedge apple, but the shit's just too heavy.
That's what the Native Americans made their arrows out of. They grow the tree up, and then just
Yeah, they train
prune it.
them.
It's ready.
The shoot, you ever see the water shoots that come off of them hedge apples? How dead straight them are.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
if you cut the limb off, there'll be like 4 of them will grow up in a bunch. Right
Hey, remember those
there,
pop
man,
bottles that had the
probably why they
styrofoam
like
around
them.
them? Remember
They
that?
look like air set.
What year do you think this is
Yeah, I
from?
got some up here. Still got. I don't know.
1969.
I've got some up here. I got some up here. Still got the styrofoam on them. They got buried in leaves quick enough to the sun didn't rot.
Yeah, they're out in the open. They rot pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean the old lady just found them. Hell, them's from back in the mid '80s.
Yeah, because they said, see, there's in New York. If they dig up the landfills there, they got there's still steaks preserved from Bonnie and Clyde era because no air got to them. You know what I mean? All
Yeah,
the
I heard-
landfills are big when they dig up our history, you know?
Yeah, I heard somebody talking about that. How the air, the oxygen was cut off, and meat and stuff like that was preserved.
Well, that's like that shit that, you know, steaks you can buy. Those, what do you call them? Something, what is it? Omaha steak.
Chrissy, don't break. Yeah.
See that? No, look, what's the odds of that? Look. See that little thing there?
Yep.
Things that make you go, and then look over here. There's another mark. I didn't know where. I'm sure I'm going to come out in somebody's yard pretty soon. See, look, there's a Y, split the Y. Look. Yeah. And you look up here. Another Y, another Y. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Never been back here. This looks like it used to be somebody's yard at one time. The way it's like no trees, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some reason why it's cleared out.
Yeah, it used to be homestead. I've only seen two box turtles so far this year. Usually I've seen about 20 by now or 30. I don't know why. Yeah, this is
Found
definitely somebody's backyard.
Dead one on my place last year.
Oh, I found 10 dead ones, and then somebody asked me about it. That's what I've done to find them alive. I found all the rest of them alive this year.
Huh.
Yeah, definitely. Way back. How does it get wet? Yeah, there's a fence here. Fine.
Want me to prop door?
Tell me what's back here. There's a fence. Okay.
Totally weird looking at myself with no hat on.
I don't see any purple in there. It's not like that. Yeah.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen you without a damn hat on. To tell you
Yeah, I
the truth.
know. I got punk. I got like punk hair. 60s kind of slick, sideways, fucking spike down the right.
Hey, look over Homersville. Look.
We can put tarp right over that shit, eh?
Where's my lighter sitting right here?
Lighters get legs. They grow legs sometimes.
That is new shit because there ain't nothing else here.
There's a sleep bag that's been sitting there forever. Pretty good back here.
Nobody in it?
My wife is
No.
grabbing.
I say
We'll see
there's
one
people
of
over
them
there.
packs of like 7 of these things, and she'll just grab one of them and throw it in the cart every now and then. They're laying all over the damn place because of that.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's having a good day so far.
Yeah.
I could use one of those suits.
Yeah, I was sitting here thinking I probably shouldn't be doing that.
No,
It's
I'm
like
still
eating in front of
feeling
somebody's hungry.
that stuff that I smoke. I'm still feeling it at 10. I smoked
Really?
two before I leave for work of that. Like, cause I smoked those 1 1/4 papers full, you know, it's almost like gram doobies, but we smoked 2. I stop at like 25 to 6 or 25 to 7. So I medicate from 6 till 6:30, and it kind of lasts up through till noon, and I can still feel that good stuff. Yeah.
Some people meditate, some people medicate.
Yeah. I meditate and medicate.
I used to meditate all the time. I get tired of doing that too.
Well, you know, when you're out deer hunting, that's what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting there quiet and just thinking.
Get back in nature.
You get lost in your thoughts and stuff. Yeah. Oh,
It's pretty cool back there. It's kind of like a health plan.
I was thinking garbage in the past used to turn into oil itself because all the
Nah.
polymers and everything.
I don't believe any of that crap.
Now, I
believe
think
it's
oil's
fossil fuels at all.
produced naturally by the earth, man, to lubricate the plates moving around and stuff like that. It's a natural substance. It's like the earth's blood.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. Like a
Exactly. That's why we're having all these earthquakes and shit. They took the lube out of all.
like
everything,
Anthony would say, it's like a big mechanical engine in there. That we're told exact opposite. They say it's a crust with with earth, dirt all the way through. I think it's mechanical myself.
Yeah. Or it's alive, just like everything
Yeah.
else you created. It's
Hey,
a
look
living
here.
being.
Hey, look. Somebody else dug them up for me.
Yep.
I'm gonna use my backpack. That was sweet. Somebody used to stay here and they found them, you know.
Hey, there's another channel that is neat as hell. Me and the wife watching. It's this guy. He bought the old Sierra Magordo mine out in Cal.
Gordo.
What is it?
Sarah Sarah Gordo.
Sarah Gordo, mine out in California. He lives there now in the old
Well,
town.
good thing you got her there to correct you.
And there's all these old bottles and stuff. These old buildings are still there from the 1800s, like the old barber shop and the bar and shit like that. The motel was still there, but it's burnt down. But it's still got the old stuff. It's like it was in the 1800s, and he bought it like that. It's an old ghost town. And he's got it's neat. I'd love living something like that, man. He goes down inside them old mines, and they still got all the equipment in them and everything. You can use the lifts, the trams. It's something else. I can't remember what the heck that's called. Ghost Town Living is the name of the channel.
Oh, off I go. Well, maybe I'll see you guys in a bit.
Oh, you're working, aren't you?
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
brother.
gonna go get this day underway. Gotta have that paycheck. Happy wife, happy life.
Gotta be chasing that paper.
Yeah. I don't even pay attention to the paper. I just work.
It's direct deposit now, ain't it?
Not really. Not when you I got too much debt. I owe debt to during a breakup. I couldn't pay, so I owed child tax money to the government. So I'm not signing up yet. I'm not letting my first job in 5 years automatically start paying my debt. I will just stop working. I'll start working for myself again. Right? So I got to get on a roll before I'm ready to pay the lawyer and pay everything to get straightened out. So other than that, it's all about flowing. Stay with the flow.
And your driver's license here if you don't pay it.
Right. That's why I want to make sure I have a good flow because I'll be working for half of my wage because I'm in arrears. So they can take half your. I'm in arrears. They can take half your assistance checks, unemployment check. They take half of it when you're in arrears.
Hey, my buddy, he has a bunch of kids and they pay, and he was on unemployment once, and they split it 3 ways between his 3 old ladies. He got nothing.
Yeah, and they don't care.
No, they don't.
That's where you say this. It's not a fair world unless you're ready to play the game.
You know, the worst part, like in a few states like California, if you make $100 a day or an hour, and you have to keep that up even if you lose the job.
Yeah.
You have the potential to make that again, they say.
Yep.
I think if the woman leaves, and tough titty, tough it out. If you leave, you don't get shit. There wouldn't be as much divorce, I guarantee you.
She leaves with young kids, gets with a guy that's filthy, already got money, still takes yours.
Well, how many guys I know, every time they start garnishing their wages, they quit.
But the one reason mine, I didn't mind it because they were with their mother. I still gave them everything I could, but when I was drinking and partying, I wasn't actually had a steady income, right? To pay, I think I had $1,100 a month almost. I had to pay for 3 daughters. Yeah, man. So I couldn't keep up with
I'm lucky I didn't have to do that because I might have been irate if I had to give that bitch any money after.
Right. And then plus I was around them all the time.
Yeah, most moms though, they don't spend on the kids; they party with it.
Though that's what she did. She just started buying friends and driving around and going to fucking Tim Hortons and spending like $40 every time she went there. And
they're supposed to buy new clothes, and you go there, they got the same clothes on they had in no time.
Yeah.
It's a vicious circle. It's that way everywhere, really.
But
in Missouri, if you squat to pee, you win in Missouri.
Me being an addict, it was like either let that money, owe that whatever money, the 40 grand or whatever it is, or what does your life come to if you don't let yourself loose, right?
Hey, they put you in jail here. It's called writ of attachment, and they'll put you in jail. Then you just get farther behind because they add interest to it. You'll never catch up from the interest ever.
Right.
I mean, my buddy, that same guy, he never got his fishing license back. All his kids are grown, and his daughter last year, one of them killed herself, and he's still paying child support on her, and she's dead.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and her grandpa died, and she went to his house, and she found a pistol in the closet, and went home the next day and shot herself in the head with it. It killed my buddy. It fucked him up. What do? You can't. You just can't believe it. That your kid would do that. You don't know.
Oh, Barrie, you're in Barrie, really? Cool. So if you're a little north, you're by Lefroy or Guilford. Yeah. Oh, north of Barrie, so you're the other side. Hey,
hey, look what brand this is, Chaps, and it's out here rotting, That's crazy. It don't take long. See, look at that plastic. It breaks down quick.
Yeah, Mother Nature is a cruel bitch, buddy. There's nothing that she won't destroy, man. Just given enough time.
And clothes, you know how cheap they are now because they brought like in a day or two. I mean,
Yeah, I'll be back in a bit, everybody. Talk to you later.
All righty, brother. You have a good one, man. Be careful. Be
Peace.
safe.
Yeah, I go through the woods, you'll see people's clothes hanging up. Like those homeless people over where the Waffle House was. They had they fixed their woods up. They had Halloween stuff in the trees, and the Christmas stuff. You know what I mean? Hanging in the trees
Yeah.
like they would in the house. But you know, hey,
You know, at moss and them lichens and stuff, they get on that clothing and fabric, and they literally separate the threads.
yeah, they do.
That just gets in there and it just rips it apart down to the threads.
And I've seen this funky ass mold this year. It's orange, like bright orange, and it looks like something evil. Look at that. I've never been back here. This all looks the same everywhere you go back here. These vines are crazy.
Well, I see a lot of standing dead trees, man.
Oh, there's a fifth row again. They're dying. Trees are dead. Oh.
Yeah, that's what we've been cutting into posts is our standing dead trees because those things are super.
It's the most dead trees in the woods ever, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never seen it like this. And the tops of trees dead. And pine
And they're
trees
just
are
dying
dying
from
from
the
the top
inside
down.
out, though. They
Yeah,
fall
them
down, they're
pine-
hollow. You know what I mean?
Yep, and the pine trees dying from the top down.
Yeah, that's weird. I think the chemtrails are doing it because it's getting in the
Yeah.
ground supply and it's going in the root and the top now. Hey,
Yeah.
these right here. These are bells. Lily of the Valley. Oh, they smell like killer. I mean, they
Yeah.
smell good. Feel like I come out in the neighborhood.
Always like to get in the honeysuckle nectar.
See, look.
That's one of the best tasting things there is too.
Hell, I'm quite a ways away. I know where I'm at, though. I can come out of those woods and I know exactly where I am. You know what I mean? I did a big circle.
Yeah, I took me and the wife had the Google Earth up the other day and was following you where
Oh, yeah?
I could tell where you was out on the ground and we'll just find it in the air that day you
Oh,
was back there
man.
behind the schoolhouse.
I went quite a ways. You ever do that? You go out in the woods and you come out and you're like, wow, that went farther than I thought. Feels good right now. There's a good breeze. Oh, feel like somebody turned the air on. I hate
Yeah,
dogs
we
that
got a
bark
whole
all the time.
house fan up in it. It's in the ceiling, blows up in the attic, but I got to get up in the daggone attic and get a piece of insulation fell down against it and it's dragging.
Oh, yeah.
This weather's got my back tore up.
Are your ditches as dirty as ours, like trash everywhere?
No, not around here. These country people around here keep shit picked up, but
Oh,
You
like
get
we
on
used to always
closer
get your
down to the
trash,
city
find their
and shit.
address, didn't you? Just get their address and call the cops. They go find them.
yeah. Now I'll tell you what, man. The people around here, you throw something out, they'll run your ass down.
That's
They'll
where it
chase
should
you
be.
down
It should be
there.
that way everywhere.
Yeah. You don't throw shit out the damn window around these parts. You'll see something laying every now and then, but it usually blows out of somebody's work truck or something. You know, it'll be something
I
like
always
that.
hated throwing
a
shit at
feed
cars
packet.
going by and you hit one of them and they stop and chase you when you're a kid. You're like running for your life.
We used to throw corn, called it corn, and just get rain corn off the ear in the fall and throw it.
Yeah,
at
we
cars
did
when they go
tomatoes.
by.
We had tomatoes, you know, they splat real good. Eggs, old
We
eggs.
used to bunch of little ass. Every now and then you get caught too and get your ass beat. That's back
Hey,
when
on the last
somebody
day of
beat your
school-
ass.
A buddy of mine, he had a pig farm, and we went and we'd take baggies, like sandwich bags, and we'd fill up like 100 of them in the back with pig shit. We get all this rotten eggs, and we oh my God, on the last day of school, you go around hitting people with that shit.
Oh man.
It was crazy. Hell, I'm way over here on Kearney. Look,
I know people we didn't like it was mean to us when we was kids. We'd always take a little bit of fox piss and pour it in them vents right underneath the windshield on their car where the heater pulls the air in the
Monet. I thought I just walked by that chick. I know her. You know who it was? Her name's Monet. Isn't that weird? Like the painter?
Hey, I think I got a turkey. It's either a turkey or one of the old lady's black chickens.
No, it's a turkey.
Hey, you know, a saucer that you put your teacup on, you know how big that is, a saucer?
I don't know if you guys will be able to see it or not. Like I got a wild turkey in my backyard. Watch it be one of her chickens.
Hey, that girl,
That's a
hey,
wild
girl,
Can you guys see that turkey up there on the hill?
I'm just walking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got a wild turkey up there dusting itself,
Oh, yeah?
taking a dust bath.
Oh, feels good.
Yeah, I done. Them things has got the best eyesight in the world. He done busted me.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
50 yards away.
Oh, man. This is a nice walk. There's the old elm trees. Look how big they are.
Yeah.
That's a maple. I'm surprised it's that big. These break when they get big. Look at it. There's sunset there. Travel trailer be in the house now. See, this is the north side. This is the poor part of the town over here. I
Yeah.
like it right there. You know, that shit. I like flowers like that. Look at that truck. Nah. Like
How
it's
much
real.
wildlife.
Everybody see it up here? See all the flowers and plants? Poor people always got tons of plants.
I'm gonna try to get my bait going this week.
See, look how you that would be good right here. See how they staggered it?
Yeah.
Hey, look at that center cap off that Dodge. Look. It's a Mongo, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't even look at him. He had a guard in the front yard. Look.
Hey, you remember that? When you was a kid, man, you could pick them hubcaps up alongside the road and take them to a junkyard and they'd give you $5 for them.
Hell, I'd pick up pop bottles, dude. They're 10 cents each.
Yeah. Yeah, them old, those were 16
Yeah,
ounce, weren't they? Them big,
Yeah, but
the
you get-
tall ones that come 8
Yeah,
in a
but-
pack.
You get 10 cents out of any of them right before they quit doing it. You know, people I know, they go up to Ramey's, turn them in, and they pat them out back in an area next to the building with chicken wire. They go around back at night and just get them back and sell them and get them back to them every day.
Yeah.
Somebody told me something I never thought of, though. They had the old pop machines that had bottles in them. He'd just go up there with a cup and take an opener and just open them up and let them run out into his cup and leave them in the machine.
Yeah. Yeah, the old ones.
I never did that.
Roller. Yeah, you could do. Yeah, you couldn't have stuff like that nowadays. There'd be an empty bottle in every one of
When
them.
they first came out with a dollar bill changer in them, you could take a squirt bottle with salt in it, salt water, and squirt it in the change, the change thing, and it would corrode everything in there in a jackpot. You just shoot all the change out the slot. King, 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 king.
Yeah, Heather, you're right about that. Ben Franklin wanted that bird because that bird's clean. It eats vegetation, and
Yep.
they made our national bird a bird that eats
What's that
dead, rotten meat, is a nest thief, a killer of other animals. Like I said, it's a nest robber. It's basically a rotten meat eating thief. Is what, and
Yeah.
it really ain't the eagle. I think that
Hey,
they
just
say
come and
it's an
take it.
eagle, but it's a
Yeah.
phoenix. It's the
They
same
got a
thing as
gun on
the
it.
Egyptians used.
You
What's
got a
that,
gun on
brother?
the Confederate flag there that says, come and take it.
Yeah.
Okay, what's that? I know, do you? Oh, yeah.
All I can tell is that it's pink. and
Peonies. See these peonies?
Yeah.
You know
You
peonies
gotta
are,
have
right?
the ants have to crawl on them to open them up.
Yeah.
They got
You know,
a symbiotic.
you know what my grandma did? My grandma would take a baby food jar, put water in it, cut one of those off right before it was going to bloom, put it in the baby food jar, put it in the fridge. And then on Memorial Day, she'd go down and you put them on the grave and they open up inside.
I think
Isn't that
my
cool?
wife's got one sitting over. What are you growing?
But,
in
you
there?
know, they won't open when you got them in cold water in the fridge until you take them out and they get hot. They open up.
Yeah. Yeah, I always thought that was neat though. Them pinies had to have ants crawling on them for them to
Yeah, pollinate.
stimulate them to open them up.
Yeah, and I always put those round things on them so they stayed off the ground. You know, because they get heavy and fall over. This old store, look. Can't you tell the front of it? Can't you sit out here? Back in the day.
Yeah. Yeah, we got too many empty buildings.
Yeah,
Don't make any sense.
it's a house now. These are those fire bushes. They get red and fall.
Uh-huh.
They're tall too. Look how tall is this building. I had some down one fence row. They're so tall, I made a little hole in there. I used to go in there and get high. Couldn't even see me in there.
Yeah, we used to have bushes like they used to hide in and smoke cigarettes.
They took their garage and made a little patio, see that? That tree, how big this fucking tree was. Holy shit, look at that. That's a
Yeah.
monster.
Well, it is.
Huge. I had a friend that, underneath his house, there was a tree stump that was big as what we call it, redwood. Those big trees used to be everywhere. So they chopped them all down.
I like them big petrified trees now. They call them mesas and stuff. But those trees
People-
are miles tall.
People lived in them, you know?
Gosh. I'd have liked to seen this place back in old times, man.
Yeah, good siding can make a
Trees
house
that
look
big.
good. I used to hang siding. I could do that wall right there in like a couple hours. Every bit of that. It's over big. My son used to.
Yeah, that's what I say. If you blindfold somebody and take them to Washington D.C. and take a blindfold off
God.
and ask them where they're at, it's either going to be
Horrible.
Egypt or Rome. You know, old.
Hey, when I went there, I was recording doing Beavis and Butthead, and I scanned on the White House, and I scanned over to two brothers drinking on the front porch across the street. You know what I mean? That's why he has bodyguards when they went jogging, because it's dangerous there.
Yeah.
There's closed buildings with the windows closed up, right in the neighborhood. It's pretty wild. There was a graffiti on the airplanes in Philadelphia. They spray painted graffiti on the airplane at the airport. I couldn't believe that.
That'd make you
Hey,
feel
look,
like
boys.
getting one of them.
Poison oak, look.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that. I don't
Leaves.
like that.
Leaves
What,
of three,
Celtic?
let them be.
Yeah, that was 5. There's no. Oh, I know. That lives right here. Wow. You know, I know the dude lives here. His name's Craig Van Hooser. He's called the Jerky Man. He sells jerky and makes it. You know what I mean? He owns this house too, and that one. His dad died and left him a shitload of money. There's his truck. And I used to build limousines with him. Back in the day, he was a waterbed installer. He'd set your waterbed up for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His name
Well,
is
those
Craig Van
things-
Hooser.
Man, them things went
Actually,
big back in
hey,
the 80s.
I think he bought all these houses right from the beginning with. He bought all these right here with that money. Oh, look at
I
it.
wouldn't want to own any more property than the one I live
No,
in.
because people
much
move in.
work.
It takes the act of God to get them out if they don't pay.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with it.
I know. Bullshit. I mean, you have to fight them. If you let somebody stay in your house for 4 days here, you can't make them leave. You have to get a restraining order and prove they're trying to hurt you. Is the only way. Is that crazy?
Yeah. Here it's
4 days in that. And
well, they
considered
don't
a
have that, but it's 30 days here, and you got to give them 2 weeks.
Well, I mean, if somebody moves in with you for 4 days, you can't make them leave.
Yeah. Well, they got that law here too, but it's 30 days. The last
Look at that
5 days.
wiener. Well, that's
They
for if
might
you're
have
rent
changed
though.
it.
I'm just talking about people that are just smooching.
That's what I'm talking about. Help somebody
Really?
rents off of you. You got to give them 90 days. Yeah,
Not here.
if somebody show up like an old buddy or something like that, and you give them a room and they were staying there, and you let them stay the 30th day, they've got that's their residence. is
Yeah,
the
but
way
you
they-
here you have to have a contract or a lease to prove it. You know what I mean? If you
Oh,
don't have a
this
lease,
is
you ain't
always-
got shit. You know, it don't
don't-
matter.
I can't remember what they call. I'm gonna look that up. There's something about because I know some people got in trouble letting somebody stay in a
Well,
camper
you know,
on
used to
their
you
property.
had to give him 30-day notice. But I knew this guy. Last year he had lived in this house and rented it for like 20 years. And the landlord died. And they sold the house. They showed up and said, you got 10 days to get out. And they had to because they sold the house. You know?
Yeah. Hey, something you're talking about there, Heather. Hey, I'm gonna use this. Is gonna be some real shitty language and a bad attitude here, but this is how I talk to them down there at the VA. They hassle me about money, because I want to go out in town and get my chiropractic care, my acupuncture and stuff like that. And they just run you through the ringer about paying outside doctors and stuff like any therapy or anything like that. Medications that come from outside the VA,
That's the old house.
And they got dormitories down there that are heated and air conditioned. They're completely empty and they're full of racks and stuff. And I was telling this guy down there once, so you sorry motherfuckers, you got guys living in trash bags, literally, in trash bags with sleeping bags inside of them so they don't get wet, up here on this hill behind this damn VA, and them buildings sitting down there locked up and shit like that. And you're a bunch of sorry motherfuckers for doing it. And you're sitting here talking to me down here that's got the benefits that I do, and you're bitching about $20 more on something. And you know, they tore them buildings down. Them son of a bitches, they tore them. There wasn't a damn thing wrong with them. Brick buildings from the late 1800s, beautiful, had copper roofs on them, all copper downspouts, copper gutters. And the ones that didn't have copper roofs on them had asbestos shingle roofs on. The shit lasts forever.
Yeah, exactly.
And they tore them down.
Fireproof too. It won't burn either.
Right. You couldn't. Beautiful campus down there.
After they renovated it.
And this, yeah, my wife just mentioned something. They renovated that building. I watched it sit empty for 20 some years. They came in and completely renovated the inside of it, and 2 years later tore it down, threw it in the dump.
Yeah,
and I'm talking about huge 4-story, the dormitory buildings on them, all steam heat down there.
I'm sure they got a big tax break for that. I'm
telling you, I cuss them up one side and down the other. I'll tell them they hate my ass down there because of that too.
You know, they bury veterans in the cardboard boxes here.
They do here too, man. Ain't even wood. Fucking wax cardboard like fruit comes in.
Yeah, exactly. I can believe
I hate to sit here being a veteran and talk about how bad, but I'm telling you, them boys that's living on the street and shit, man, they're scared, dude. They got the shit scared out of them, man, and they can't drop that. And they're running from something you can't get away from. I feel, man,
it happened. Their wives left and they get their check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why the hospital, because they can't afford to live anywhere else.
Yeah, that's why I always, my wife, man, I can't thank her enough. Be thankful enough for her sticking with me through that shit. Because until you figure out what the hell's going on, man, man, she's a good gal, dude. She's tough, dude.
Hey, when my ex-father-in-law, he was a Vietnam veteran, and his dad was a teacher and a veteran. And he told me that during Vietnam, he went and got his son's '53 Chevy back from his wife. And here's what he told me. He said the trunk was full of soiled panties. That's what he told me. Because she was cheating on him, you know. So he went and took the car from her.
Yeah.
Wild. Somebody over there fighting your country and you get cheating on him.
Oh, man. Dude, that's something there, man, is in that war, and them guys that get a Dear John letter.
Yep.
Oh, finally, you stand there and wait for a mail call, and you go out to your post and save that letter so you could sit there.
The only thing that you look forward to, huh?
Yeah, man. Be in a damn fighting hole with a guy when he gets one of them letters from his wife.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
All the trees are really out. Look at that. Boom.
And it works the other way, too.
Yeah, my ex-father-in-law said there's a lot of, he was Greek, he said there's a lot of Greek Vietnamese kids running around Vietnam.
Yeah. My old man,
and they got treated bad, too. The ones that, are the soldiers, they were treated worse than anything.
That ain't fair to a kid either. No. I can't believe people do that.
Remember Carol O'Connor, he's a knight?
Yeah.
His son was on that, Hugh O'Connor was on there, and remember Carol O'Connor went to his coke dealer and caught him, and he got sued for defamation of character. But his son, Hugh Connor, was his real son. And he went back over to Italy and found his mom, and and his wife raised him as her own. It was actually his kid. He went and found him after he got back to the war or something like that.
Yeah, I remember it.
and he ended up dying of ODing on cocaine. And the other guy on there, Tibbs, remember Mr. Tibbs? He died of AIDS. He used to dress up like a woman.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah,
I
the
didn't
black
know
guy,
that.
not Sidney Poitier, the TV show. That one.
Yeah,
Yeah, he died of AIDS. He dressed up like a woman all the time.
I didn't know that.
I like Bubba. Yeah, hey Chief.
Yeah.
You know his
Yeah, he was
name. His
a
name
bad
is
boy.
Autry. His last name was Autry. He's related to Gene Autry or something. And he was a mayor, and he was a quarterback in college. Played semi-pro football.
Yeah, I remember that now. I haven't even thought of that show in a long time. That's kind of bringing back.
Oh,
some
I used to watch
memories.
Heat of the Night and Matlock every day at work. I had a,
I used to like that Matlock too. I always liked Andy Griffith though.
oh, I know. We grew up with him.
Yeah, that was.
I had a car
guess
just
the
like
first-
this little blue Escort. I had one just like that, except it was cobalt blue. And I sold it to a guy, and he never paid me for it. I still got the title.
Hey, thanks for the flowers, Heather. She said she picked us all some flowers.
Okay, look at
Love
here.
you too, hon. You have a
Crocus.
good day.
Crocus come up everywhere.
hmm I used to think that was chicory because chicory flower looks just like it, except it's a lot smaller. And the
Yeah,
leaves
that's
are
gonna wake-
painted.
My grandparents drank chicory. That shit's got like, it'll wake you up in your sleep when that shit's brewing.
Yeah, they
That
put that.
shit's strong.
Don't they put that in coffee? And
But chicory, you drink it just like coffee. And they would drink it when they were traveling from Louisiana. They'd stay awake, they'd drink it.
yeah,
They used to, every time they see us, they'd come up, they'd go through Arkansas and get us a smoked ham and sorghum molasses. Oh. I love
they
it.
make that. They take that. Make that sorghum right down here at this carnival every fall. That Bob Evans special. They got Pioneer Days there, and they got these water buffalo walking around it. Well, oxen, damn it, I keep calling them. They're oxen. They're walking around in a circle, turning this crusher, and they crush that sugar cane in it. And they got a trough, and that juice that comes out that runs down to these great big tanks, and these women standing there dressed up like they're pioneer, making that sorghum, and you can buy them little jars of that real sweet sorghum stuff.
I like Bob Evans going to the restaurant.
Yeah. Well, where that
Pretty
started
shitty
at
here.
is on. Well, the only one that we like's the one right here on the Bob Evans farm, right where that started. And that's still a good restaurant there. But the ones out in town, they just give you real little portions, and the food ain't that good. But I think it's still all hand cooked there at this main restaurant.
This place here, El Taco, it's a Mexican villa. See that? It's like the biggest restaurant here, and they have a burrito enchilada style. It's got this. Everybody comes here and eats it. That's lived here before. That and cashew chicken. You know what I mean?
This old boy right here don't eat no more tacos from taco stands because they grind. You don't know what that. I don't trust nobody. No
Oh
more.
yeah, I don't need to have a fucking
Brother, that meat.
truck.
After they find that human DNA in that shit, and that meat that's at Taco Bell ain't even meat. The hell, half of it's
Yeah, it's
plastic
that powdered meat they add water to.
Oh my God, dude, you don't know what that shit is, man. And every
That's all
minute,
it is.
yeah, they run it under.
Yeah, they microwave everything. You know what I
They
mean?
magnify that shit, brother, and it's got bug legs in it and cockroaches and shit. And I don't eat it no more.
My buddy that was in the rehab, he works at Applebee's. Everything they cook comes in a package from the corporation. They microwave it. Everything.
Yeah, I imagine that's the way them Bob Evans restaurants are.
Probably.
I don't know. I like it. Like I said, I like that one down here. It seems the food seems taste a hell of a lot better there than it does just.
That used to be a Domino's right there. My buddy one time, he was a gangster. He pulled up in there, get a pizza, and they got him with a quarter pound of weed. It's goofy.
I guess that's why he wanted the damn pizza.
Yeah. Man, he was an entrepreneur. You know, dude. A Come and Go is a gas station here.
Mhm.
Until like 2 or 3 years ago, they were the only place that you could pay, pump your gas, and then go inside and pay, right? And
Yeah.
they didn't try to do, and my buddy had 3 5-gallon gas cans. He'd reach the pump from the other side, and he'd fill them up and drive off, and then he'd sell it for half price. Or if you let him, he'd take your car and he'd drive it over there and fill it up for half price. He never got caught ever. He did it for like a couple years. I can't believe it. He's crazy.
Yeah, that's
But he had a
crazy.
little Mazda car that like everybody had, so you know. He just watched them inside until they got busy when they weren't looking outside, you know.
I couldn't do that. I ain't never been
I
able
couldn't
to
either.
steal
I
nothing,
could never do
man.
that.
It's always bugged me. When I was a little kid, I took a 3-cent piece of bubble gum out of the grocery store. And I got
believe in
caught
karma.
chewing it. Yeah. And I think that's what broke me of it.
You can get away with anything, but you're going to pay for it one way or another.
Yeah, your conscience, man. You can't lie to yourself.
Yeah, I never got a conscience. I never wanted to steal anything. Yeah, far I won't far away.
That's what makes everybody think I'm crazy or hell. Or about well, it was 2012 when I started smoking weed.
Oh yeah.
I told everybody. Yeah, because I always had jobs where I couldn't smoke it.
You never smoked it before that?
Yeah, I tried it once or twice, and that was it. I never done as wild as I was and shit. I never touched drugs.
I smoked weed since '82 every day since '82.
I did not. I was always around them airplanes and shit, and I drank. I drank bad. Well, after I got sick, I was a drunk. That's all there was to it.
Yeah, I never drank very much. I drank more than the last 3 years I had my whole life combined.
Yeah.
But
boy, when I started smoking that shit, and people come over, and I'm one of them people, I don't run around hiding nothing. You know, you see what you get. And that's just the way I've always been.
Oh, yeah.
And you all seen there's people that run out of the damn house, standing there just from being honest with them. I don't know what it was. And they say, hey, you're going to smell it. You come over here, you're going to see me smoking it. You're going to smell it. I ain't sneaking around and doing it. And here's why I'm doing it.
Hey, you have the stuff where you live like that?
Yeah, I mean, they got them road memorials all over the place where people get hit and stuff.
Well, my friends at work, his son got killed. And they made him a 1/4-inch plate cross and painted it and everything and stuck it out there. I mean, they made it professional, you know.
Yeah, those things are all up and down these.
You know, sometimes people crash looking at those too, though, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, they putting stuff on them to read about them, you know, when they was born and their life story and stuff. So.
Yeah, I know. It's sad. Man, this traffic is freaking loud today. I don't know why. It's just really loud.
You turned out to you still have a pretty decent day there.
It's supposed to rain. They had a 10% chance at 7 till 8, 9, and it's supposed to go up to 70% at 10. I don't know what time it is, but it's past that, I know.
I wish you guys got to see that turkey, man. It's hard to get that close to one of them and watch them just messing around.
Yeah. Hey, this is Kearney Street. And back in the day, everybody cruised Kearney. And then one year they made cruising, they outlawed it, and this whole part of town died completely.
Yeah, we used to do that cruising there in Chillicothe down the main drag.
Yeah.
It was about a 3-mile loop, and they outlawed that one year, and businesses started going out of business.
Yeah.
The amount of gasoline and potato chips and soda pop and shit in the movie theaters and everything was packed from them cruisers. And guys would build cars just to do that with. You know, them old, like the old.
This was a drag strip out here.
And that's all they ever did with it, man. Yeah, you turn out of the bowling alley and do a burnout and run down through there. And as long as you didn't get going fast enough, them cops never. They was pretty cool about it. And boy, right there towards the end, man, they slammed it down.
All we did was you build cars and race them on the weekends. That's what they did. They got girls in cars, you know, hot rod.
And they said that the reason why they shut that cruising down is because people couldn't get in. People were complaining because they couldn't get into the businesses on Friday and Saturday night.
Who cares? You're making money.
Yeah, dude, it was bullshit.
As long as you bought something at the place to sit, you can sit in the parking lot all day, you know.
Nobody wants to be on TV.
Oh, here, my son's pig that we're watching's up. He went outside and got in the garden and got all dirty. And that right there's an asshole.
Breaker. Prime Trucking started here. I don't know if you heard of Prime. They're like a big one.
Yeah, I worked for CRN.
Oh yeah,
Is who I drove for.
England. Yeah, they got that nice thing on there.
Yeah, they haul roofers.
Yeah,
That's all
I
they
see
got.
them around here a lot.
I'll never do it again. Hell, that.
I had a bunch of people try to get me to do that. Kids, like, no thanks. I don't want to have fucking saddle sore and hemorrhoids.
I just ain't into
Right there,
being
this
away
guy
from the
used to buy
family.
gold right here where the paper shop is. And I went in there one time and my hair was really long. He had a leather jacket on. And he was ignoring me until I asked him if he bought cougar ends. Then he didn't even make out paperwork or nothing.
That's a
I
South
had 3 or 4
African.
on the guy, several $1,000. You know, like,
Ain't that South African gold money?
John, I think. Yeah, cougar ends. I think it is. That's pure gold, you know. 1 ounce of gold. You got an ounce coin.
Hey, brother, you remember them old round photo mat buildings? Is there still any of them around there?
What
Made
kind?
into something else? You remember the old photo developing buildings, the old photo mat buildings?
Yeah,
The
they
old
don't. I
round-
don't think. Yeah, I
Is
don't
there
think
any
it's
of
very
them?
much. Yeah.
Huh.
That used to be that used to be Baskin Robbins right there.
Yeah, those are all gone around here too.
You know, Burger King. They remodeled this right before the Corona bonus shit started, and you couldn't go inside. And I'd come up here walking in on my bike, and they wouldn't let me buy it to drive through. One day I towed off the manager. He came out and tried to fight me on my bike.
Huh. Yeah. What? So they got the inside closed, but they wouldn't let you walk up to the frickin' drive-through
Oh,
or ride up on a bicycle.
what's that? Look at Burger King there. Oh,
Yeah.
it's only 9. I showed you. It's 9:56 in the morning. I didn't even know what time it was.
It seemed
I didn't move for breakfast. I'd have a whole egg bacon.
when it was like what 30 years ago. Didn't Burger King have a king
Yeah,
of some kind?
yeah. They had a guy with a beard, red beard, like, you know, wasn't that long ago. They had commercials with him.
Yeah.
There's O'Reilly's. Hey, O'Reilly started here, and I used to work for the owners of it. I was their groundskeeper.
That's O'Reilly's is my favorite auto parts store.
Yeah, they're
They've
from
got-
here. Larry
Yeah, they
Davis
got-
and Charlie O'Reilly's their names.
They got more stuff.
Hey, their
Yeah,
daughter, she didn't even. She had a credit card. She could get whatever she wanted out. I know a guy dated her. He didn't have to do anything. That bitch paid for everything.
Yeah. But like these servo modules and stuff, like in this Suburban we got that run all them damn flaps for the rear air conditioning and everything.
Oh yeah.
You go to AutoZone or Advanced Auto and shit for them, they won't have them. They'll have to order them. And every now and then that O'Reilly's, they'll have shit like that in there. And
Well,
then
they have a
they'll-
warehouse, you know, and they just have to bring it from the warehouse.
Yeah, they carry more shit. Well, that's the other thing, man. They do have more warehouses
Oh, yeah.
over, and they can if you go in the morning before. I can't remember. It's before 8 or 10, something like that.
They'll load your tools, dude.
But yeah, they'll have that part for you that evening, like at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock when.
Hey,
the
one
truck
time
comes.
I had a 66 Le Mans convertible, and believe it or not, the starter wires ran up through the manifold. I mean, through the exhaust. So every now and then it get hot, and it wouldn't start because the wires get hot. And then one time it was I pulled in O'Reilly's to get something, and I went to back out, and the steering column caught a hold of the wires and yanked all the wires out of the fucking everything pretty much.
You got the
And
same
the
kind
guy
of
at
luck.
O'Reilly's, he came out and fixed it all for me for nothing.
Oh, that's cool, man.
But AutoZone and O'Reilly's here, they price match each other. So, you know, if you want one.
They do that with battery sales around here in the spring when they have all them battery sales for the farmers and stuff like that. I think they kind of have wars on them.
Walmart will price match too. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, my daughter go in there and say, "Oh, over at wherever they got this on sale," and they'll say, "Okay," and she good looking. And the guys that they don't care. They just ring it up anyway. Trying to
I was
part.
walking. Me and the old lady rode the motorcycle to Walmart yesterday and went in there to get some pop and these little toothpick things like this. I like them things.
Yeah,
went
they're
there
pretty
to get
handy.
them. Yeah, I went there to get some of them, and I was thinking about you because I was walking around there videotaping them people. I told her, "Let's say, I'm like old Mark now, walking around in Walmart with the damn video going videotaping."
They're used to me now up there because I've done it for so long.
I've never done it before, man. I felt weird as hell doing that. When somebody look at me, I felt like I was I don't know. I never.
Yeah,
I
they won't
guess-
look at you. You know, you got long hair, people avoid you.
Yeah, people. I don't have. I've never had
I
anybody.
never had no one say shit to me anytime, anywhere.
Brother, I gotta tell you, that's what impressed me about old Tony, man. I told my old lady that the other night. I'm not used to confrontation like that. People avoid me and stuff and stay away because I never knew why. I thought it was because I was ugly and shit. But hell, people are chicken shit, man.
Yeah, they
They
are.
can't look in the eyes and stuff, man. But most people are. And boy,
No, they
old Tony.
they'll look away from your eyes. They don't want to
Yo.
confront confrontation at all.
Yeah, I knew old Tony was a lion. Wasn't no doubt in my mind. So I told my old lady right after I got off the computer that time, me and him, when I flew into him, I told her, I said, "There's something, that old boy right there." I said, "There's something about him, man." I said, "I ain't never reacted." You know,
Hey, he was in prime form this morning. He went on at 3
Yeah.
this morning.
I wasn't on there that early, but I woke up. I was on there a couple hours. He's coming.
I
on
was
again
I was
here in an hour.
busy doing stuff, and I was drawing stuff and listening.
Yeah, I was.
But
I
old
was
Ralph,
trying to
Radical
get
Ralph,
rid
you
of it.
know. Do you know Radical Ralph?
No,
Well,
no.
yeah.
A lot of
He's
these
60
people
years
are new
old.
to
He
me.
lives in Maine, and he's bitter and old. And he says the N word and the J word a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And Tony, I got there after Tony already been blocked by him, and he went into the chat, and he started talking to Tony, and asked Tony to look up something up on YouTube, and then give him a moderator, you know, a blue wrench. Then
Yeah.
somebody made a phone call, and then he came out of the phone call and blocked Tony.
yeah. No, I got to see. No, I've seen that. I've heard Tony's explanation of it, but I didn't know anything of
I was
it
there.
until I watched.
But I
Tony's
came on there and I
video.
said, "What happened?" I told him, I said, "Tony's a friend of mine," and he said, "If you're a friend of Tony's, then you ain't no friend of mine."
Yeah, and I heard Tony told me that too. That he
Yeah, but you know,
just for being
There's
friends
a
with
girl
him.
named Wake Up, you know, just streaming. And when I first got on to Ralph, she came in there and I said, "Hey," and I told him, I said, "Ralph, I said, you sure seem to turn on people real quick." He blocked me for like 6 months,
Yeah,
and I went back. But you have to type in caps because you can't see. And
Oh, that's
he's
what that's
60.
about.
yeah, but he like you're going, he's just too demanding. He's like, I go, "I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand anything you just put." I mean, he don't hardly understand. He got 3rd grade education, he said, but he was in the Army. I don't know.
What?
I mean, I've always done things to help him and stuff, but every time, kind of like the Sky took my drones, Tony. I went there yesterday, and everything I said, he fucking pretty much went off on me. I erased everything I put in his chat, and he took away my wrench, and I said, "Don't worry, I won't be back."
Yeah, yeah. I know the bigger stuff he's talking about.
Oh, he's fucking wacky tobacky.
Brian and all.
He says the same thing over and over, and
Yeah.
I can go watch Sad Guru and a few other people, and he's verbatim saying what they say. He just changes it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I started noticing about a year ago. I was telling my wife, I'm like, "What in the hell's going on here?" I said, "You know, we've already established, they've already established a Mandela. There's only a couple of them things that bother me, man, and one of them is stovetop stuffing.
Yep.
Because I don't give a shit what anybody says. And I was growing up, that shit was stovetop stuffing, man.
You know,
That
Tony always says about kinetic energy. He don't even know what kinetic energy is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kinetic. I always
Tell
knew
like a
kinetic
watch
energy.
is kinetic. If you wind it, you know,
Right,
like a
it's
Rolex,
stored
you have to
energy.
shake it.
Right, springs, water,
Yeah.
any weight, stuff like that is a form of kinetic energy. A car moving possesses kinetic energy until it's at rest.
Hey,
Yeah,
he got mad when I started erasing everything I said. Because he goes, "That's not right. It messes up my chat." You know why? Because you wouldn't believe how many times I type shit in there, and then 2 or 3 days later, he's saying it. He didn't. He said, "I'm stupid," but he's using what I said later. So I go in there, I erase everything I say, so he can't read it later.
and who's that?
Tony, Sky took my
Oh.
drones.
Oh,
Zeus.
okay. Yeah. All right. I had it mixed. I thought you was talking about.
I've tried to get
Artem
along
a
with him
bit.
because he lives where I was born in Shreveport. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Believe it or not, he quit school in 3rd grade too.
Huh.
But you know, he said he spent like I don't know how many years in prison or something. He always says, I don't know. But if you his real name is Anthony Quinn, is his middle name, and
Yeah.
he acted like I was doing research on him. And if you go to his about page on YouTube, it has his Facebook on there, and you click on it, it tells everything about him. You know, he thought I was researching him, and I didn't tell him. All I did is click on the back of your YouTube, and it went right to your Facebook. But you know how it is. Some people just don't. They're never going to like anything you say or do.
No. No. You know, I'll tell you the big thing, man. When they find out that you're not viable, you can't do nothing
Yeah.
right either. They try to smear you every way they can once they
Yeah,
realize you're intimidating.
nobody's reaction is going to make me change how I feel about nothing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. You'll never be
It took me a long time to get where I'm at in my beliefs, and I'm not changing them now for nobody. Everybody has different experience in life.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part for me to get over with. People seeing stuff that no one else can. It took me a long time to just respect them and go on, you know? Ain't got time
Yeah.
to argue about stupid shit. Look at that. That's a dogwood. Look at it shedding.
Yeah, those things are pretty when they got all them white.
Oh, yeah.
We got dogwoods and red buds down here all over the place.
Yeah, we had crab apples and all that. Hey, I like it. It's church called the Courageous Church. Look.
Them damn church buildings. Is a
Oh, they're like
rain
a-
for this country.
Yeah. They're everywhere. They're here. Most of them are huge here.
That's what's here. You got, dude. You got churches here that
We got the headquarters of the Assembly of God. The main headquarters of the Assembly of God's here.
I hate them. Those they look like factories. They are.
I know.
They are factories.
That's all farms are now. Farms
Yeah.
are just manufacturing company, you know?
Hey, well,
They cage animals, they never get to roam or anything.
there's a town by here. It's about 15 miles away, down on the river. I can't remember the name of it. As soon as my wife comes back in here, ask her. And it's a little podunk village. I bet there ain't 200 people live in it. And we rode by it on a motorcycle yesterday, and there's a school there that looks like it's out of a movie or something. What was the name of that town? It's a real weird town.
It's called Cemetery.
It's called Cenetary. Cenetary. And it's a little dinky place. You can find it on the map in Southern Ohio. And I'm telling you,
Hey, when I lived in
there's
Louisiana, we had Centenary College like that.
but
Same
there's a high school built into the side of that mountain there that looks like it's something out of a damn movie. Big old complex, man. It just lurks up there on the side of that mountain. It's something else. It's just creepy looking at it.
Well, when I went to school, they built a new one outside of town, and it looks like like a hospital. It's so big.
Yeah, that's what when I looked at this, I was trying to figure out what it was. And then when I saw we rode on about another mile down the road, we went by the ball field. I mean, this place is huge.
They don't look like a high school anymore.
No, and out in the middle of nowhere.
That's the way this is. They put it outside of town.
And they bus all them kids.
Cheaper
out there.
taxes, you know what I mean?
I guess that's what it is. They must bus all them kids out of Gallipolis in there.
Yeah, the taxes are a lot cheaper out in the country usually.
Yeah.
Woo! I got really hot. How long have I been on here? I've been walking for a while. An hour and 44 minutes straight, you know?
Yeah, you have been walking pretty solid.
And it's hard. It's hot out here like you wouldn't believe. I'm really starting to sweat. I'm glad I'm back.
Let me check the weather here real quick. I might have to go out there.
It's going to get 80 today here, and it's going to rain, so, you know, humidity's horrible.
Yeah, it'll be muggy. It's muggy here already because it's been raining.
Woo! You know, it's hot when skinny people are sweating.
Got the Bubba News just dropped in.
Hey, what's up, Bubba? Hey there, Chief.
Gorilla Growers in there, Richard Borba,
Oh,
Alien
and
Believers.
his mother cries.
Some new people come in there.
Woo. Man, this place. They remodeled it. They're putting hardwood floors and all of them.
They take pretty good care of them, do they?
Well, if you pay the rent, they don't give a fuck what you do here. There's no one here at night and no one on Sunday. So there's no one even here to tell anything to you.
So there ain't even anybody there to keep anybody from tearing shit up, huh?
People are pretty much don't do that. They're more adults about it than that.
Oh, that's good. Boy, that's a bunch of people.
I used to a hotel a long time ago.
There's a bunch of them hotels like that sitting empty around here too. Water parks, them damn water parks and motel complexes sitting empty.
Sapphire seats, like
Yeah.
the stairs.
Yeah.
There's
You'd
no
think it
smoking in the
after
rooms either. Can't smoke in the room, which I don't smoke anyway. No.
Are you sure you can't? How in the hell
Can't
can you
smoke.
tell somebody can't smoke in their own damn house?
Huh?
That's how. You can't even smoke anywhere here. Like you can't smoke in anywhere the city owns like a ball field. You have to go outside the fence. You can't smoke with it like 30 feet in front of a business. You can't smoke anywhere here, and I love it because I don't smoke. And the food tastes a lot better without cigarette smoke in your eyes. And
Yeah, it does. And you know, I don't like to smoke. I used to smoke, but I can't stand the smell of cigarette burn now. But I still won't.
you know, most people I know
I don't
smoke and
even
smoke in their own house. You know, they want their clothes to smell like that.
Yeah, that shit stinks. There ain't nothing that smells worse than freaking cigarette
I know.
smoke, man. I'll agree with that. But damn, man, I ain't got it in me to tell somebody they can't stand outside and smoke where they want to. I can't.
Well, you
bring
can
myself
outside
to
here. You can. You know, that's what they do. They put a can out here. You know, coffee can with butts in it.
Yeah. That's another thing. I never, when people throw them damn cigarette butts down all the time I've smoked, I never did do that unless I was smoking a non-filter cigarette, which is usually.
Hey,
when I
Mr.
smoke.
Gander, I covered a lot of ground in an hour and 47 minutes. You know what?
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing how much ground you can cover walking.
You could look on Google and see where I went. You'd probably it's a lot. I went a long way.
Yeah, truck.
I had one of those little pedometers, but I wear them out. They don't last long. Little things that click your mileage.
You never knew, brother. That truck being broke down might have give you another
Saved
10
my
years
life.
of life.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It didn't hurt nothing sitting there. It didn't, you know.
Right.
Yeah, everything happens for a reason. I believe that. I might have got killed in a car wreck. You don't know.
You never know, man. That's just like that Harley I showed you. That thing, that's sat in a garage with shit stacked on it for what, Mary, 7 years?
Wow.
It sat in there 7 years. I was too sick to ride the damn thing.
That sucks. You still have it now, though, right?
Yeah, I gave it to my oldest boy, and he got the job that he's got. All three of my kids work at an asphalt plant, and they just work them to death in the summertime. Hell, they work 80 hours a week up there.
I have time to ride it.
And yeah, and he didn't have time to ride and fix it. It needed a starter gear put in it. And I finally got off all them pills and shit and everything and started treating myself with all natural things and that MMS. And well, I got diagnosed with cancer right in the middle of all of it and everything. And I treated that myself. I did take immunotherapy.
What's up,
And I got
alien
straightened
believer?
up. I
Hey,
got
that guy's
straightened up
fake,
good
Trace.
better.
I didn't know they were in here. Alien Believers goes to Tony's. He'll hang out there with him the whole time by himself sometimes.
Yeah, alien believers. Good to
Yeah,
see
you
you,
could-
man. But he,
I used to do that too, but after a while, you know, I couldn't do it anymore.
yeah, he gave that thing back to me, and the old lady, after we bought this place and got moved in down here and got everything set up, we went ahead and put it back together and put tires on and started
Yeah.
riding it again. Because it's a hell of a nice bike. It's one of them ultra classics. You know, it's got that big pillow seat on it and all the bags on it, and got a Harman Kardon stereo system on it and CD
Oh, yeah?
player. And,
Right on.
yeah, it's nice. You got cruise control on it. It's really nice to get on. And
I've mounted a few stereos on Harleys before.
One
I
thing's a
built
pain
this-
has to run wires on, ain't they? Whew.
Yeah, I built a speaker in the back of the, where the bitch seat in the back where they had a lean on it, and I cut it out
Yeah.
from the speaker in that lean.
Well, see, mine's got, here I can show you, it's got pods on it. They actually bolted them. They actually bolt them to that box and keep the speaker
Yeah, you have
outside
fairing?
that way you don't lose your. Huh?
You have a fairing on yours?
Yeah, it's a dresser. It's a full
Yeah, that's
dresser.
what I thought.
Come on.
Moving too fast for the show.
Yeah, see, they mount them in them these pods right here. This is the old
Oh, yeah.
lady controls back here. I don't know. I can't tell what I'm looking at.
I had a friend in high school that had a GS 1100 Suzuki. He built it, man. That's the metric screen.
I got to get
Right on.
a seat cover for it. See, it's got that big old batwing fairing on it.
Yeah, you are in the stick.
Oh yeah, man. I'm not shitting you. I live in the forest. There's just a place
Oh,
turned
yeah.
out here big enough to. I got a neighbor that's right down there, but they're damn right there's their house. They're damn good people. They're just like us.
My dad and mom, they cleared out a place in the woods and put a trailer when I was young.
Yeah, but I got right up here. Well, we got a calf. We got attached. My boy bought a bottle calf of. Oh, it's been about a year ago now, and we. He's out there
What
bottle
a shot.
feeder. That damn thing, he got tame. It just got tame as hell, and
Oh,
got
yeah?
attached to us and is following us around. Yeah, and we can't butcher him.
No, I know
So-
what you mean.
Yeah, my boy. And then when we got
We only
over,
eat the animals that are nice to us. You ever notice that? We only eat, they call it domesticated, but we only
Hey,
eat nice
every-
animals.
I'm not kidding you. Every now and then, there's one of these animals that's different. Like that chicken that I got, she ain't like all them other ones. And this calf was that way. He took to people for some reason.
And you can't eat
So-
them when you've got to know them. It'd be like eating your family.
No, so he's coming over here. He's got an acre that I just built all this fence for him to have a pet bull. So I'm getting soft in my old age, man. But anyway, he'll be over here. But yeah, and this goes up. I got this ridge right here behind the house, and that's my 4-wheeler. I got me a pretty nice 4-wheeler track here on my property.
Oh, I love riding the 4-wheeler. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah, I do love that, man. I got a buddy of mine. I'm waiting on him to get another bike, and we go out. And we've got some awesome 4-wheeler trails around here in these state parks. You can go out and ride all day and never ride the same trail twice. And you can literally,
Yeah.
you can get 20 or 30 miles away from a parking lot in some of them.
Oh, yeah.
We got to carry extra fuel.
I ride them wide open. That's the only way. I mean, just,
I'll tell you what, this motherfucker I got you won't.
well, you got
It's one of them
Fancy.
Raptor 700s. It's
Yeah.
got a fuel programmer on shit. It's built to, I race it now.
my father-in-law bought one of those, and the guy showed him, got on it, and then he went to ride it, and the front wheel fell off after he got it. One of them.
Yeah. Oh no, this thing.
I
gets
think it
this
do
air
95. You think how fast it went.
This one, I've never ran it wide open in top gear. It handles like shit on the road. For one thing, it's got a locked axle and it's got them big mud tires on it. But I've had it over 70 in the dirt in that race,
Yeah.
and that's like 150 on a street bike on the road. That's different
Oh,
being
yeah.
in the dirt on them little short
Hey,
four-wheelers running
I
70
worked at a
on
body
there.
shop where my boss raced those 911 Porsches with a great big tail on the back, the turbo ones. And
Yeah.
he got me out on 65 highway, and he did 200 miles an hour. When he slowed down to 55, I felt like I'd open the door and step out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I used to have a buddy of mine had a built R1, which is 1,000cc cross rocket, and I've been a 211 mile an hour on that.
How about
That's
those
the
big ones that
fastest
have a
I've ever been.
454 engine in it? A motorcycle that's got a 454 on them?
Yeah,
Holy
boss
crap.
horses. It's called
Yeah.
a boss horse.
You'd have to be a boss to ride that motherfucker.
Yeah,
They're heavy. They look like a beast, though, don't they?
they are. I've never rode one of them, but there's a lot of them things around. Those things got pretty popular.
What do you think about those new ones now? They got 2 wheels in the front and 1 in the back.
My dad's got one of them.
Have you rode it?
Yeah, I really don't care for them.
I didn't think so.
I like my motorcycle, but
They're just fucking ugly. You know what I mean?
that's a picture of me right when I got home from a war. I had an old 75 Dodge Dart with a 360 in it and a 4-speed that I used to drag race.
What year? 71?
It was a 1975. My mom and dad bought that car brand new, and then that was my first car that I got. And then that picture right there is 4 days after I got home from Persian Gulf War.
Is that an Edelbrock breather on there, or Mickey Thompson? What do you got?
That's it'll probably an Edelbrock air cleaner, and it's got a Y end open plenum.
Moroso. I had Moroso valve covers, you know.
Oh, it's Moroso. The air cleaner would be Moroso. I'm sorry.
Ever had that Velocity stack breather?
Yeah, we used to use them. You can't put the hood on there. You got to cut a hole in the hood to have them.
Hey, I put a built motor in my Camaro. I shut the hood, and that went right through it. I had to put a hood scoop on it. It went right through the top of it.
That's a picture of my family right there. That's me and my old lady and all 3 of her kids. That was back in the 90s there, that'd have been in the 2000s.
Hey, what's up, Tony? Hello.
Now hello. My youngest
Rat
boy.
Rod?
No, man.
That's
These are what around here, these old country people, we race dwarf cars, they call them, and that's a 2
Yeah, they have them around here, but they got that whale tail, that antenna, you know, that big thing on top.
Yeah. Now we race them on the dirt, and we put them crotch rocket motors in them. And my boy raced them things for years. We had 2 of them. That's a 32 Chevy, and then the other one was a Mod Light, they called it. It was just it looked like a late model, a miniature late model.
What do they call those ones? The the ones that got the antenna, that big whale fin on the top. You know, they race them around dirt track, and they got that big fin on the top of them.
Oh, they're mini sprints. My boy raced them
they
too.
do those around here.
Sprint cars.
They race go-karts at the airport too.
Yeah, there's a go-kart racing picture in here too. That's what we started. This is what we started doing right here. That's not him. That's an older boy there in a cart that we was working on and helping him out. But yeah, that's what we started in.
That's cool.
He still wanted to. Well, he had a full-size sprint car there for a while, and he just had a kid and stuff, and that was more important. He ended up.
That's good. Your priority.
Full-size car.
Hey, thanks for coming, Tony. But I've been walking for 2 hours and I haven't drank nothing. And I'm going to go in here and eat something.
Yeah,
thanks for coming, man. I appreciate it. Hey, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you all.
All righty.